Hello everyone, I'm Trace. I'm bringing you a little quick middle of July message, a little tarot scope for each of us, but I'm going to do a tea leaf message first, and then I'm going to draw a tarot card each to say what needs to rest in your life, what needs to move in your life, and then I'm going to do a little divine abundance oracle, and then I'm going to do a little mantra for you. So let's start with, what season are we in? We're in Cancer season. All right, Cancer. Let's see what the tea leaf messages for you today. I'm taking this one, Cancer, and your message is goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. How nice is that for you? So, what needs to rest in your life and what needs to move in order for you to increase your material wealth? Little Cancers, what needs to rest and what needs to move in your life? That's rest and what needs to move in your life. What needs to rest and what needs to move? Let's take those two. And your first card for the rest, you've got 8 of Swords. So, 8 of Swords. You can see let me just move this nice and neatly here. I don't want to have anything bugging me here. So Cancer, 8 of Swords. You can see she's completely surrounded by a whole lot of different swords. And swords are your mind, your communication, anything that people say to you, anything that your mind tells you. And because she's trapped, I would say that what you need to rest is taking things personally, right? And second, what you need to move, you got a major arcana card, the Justice. And Justice card tells you to stop repeating those patterns. You need to move on from how you let people affect you. And you need to be fair about it, because what you put into life, you get out. So if you're sitting here worrying about whatever people are saying to you, you're going to be stuck. And your material or spiritual growth will not happen because you're so stuck in that funk, in that same old way of life. Okay, Cancer. And then your Divine Abundance card. Let's see what your Divine Abundance card is. Quick. Cancer. Whoopsie. There's a bit too many there, Cancer. Let's just try again. One card, please, Angel Spirits Guides for Cancer for the month of July. And you've got intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense movement to movement when what's needed. So now, this is actually a very, very interesting how it's linking you to the spiritual growth, because every one of us have to live this garbage getting thrown at us kind of world we live in. We live in a lot of lessons that we have to live with. But use your intuition, what really means a threat to you and what doesn't, what you may be blowing out of proportion and maybe what you're not. And then you can focus on what you need to increase on your positive side of your life. Because if you're not using your intuition, you are living blindly and you're not thinking about how you can positize your life, I'm making a new word, then that is going to be detrimental for you. And there you go, releasing expectations. And your little mantra is, only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. So what this is saying to you now is release all of this expectation on life and put what you can into it, because your intuition is telling you that there is a better life for you. There is a fairer life for you. You need to leave those old patterns behind. And this is also a karmic card. So Cancer, this is telling you that when you want to increase your spiritual growth and your material wealth, it's all about you. It's not about what everybody else is doing around you. It's about your life. You're the most important person. And this releasing expectations, only the highest possibilities come to be. So make your life about the highest possibilities. Use your heart and everything inside of in your bones to push you towards those highest possibilities. All right, Cancer. Lovely message for you there. And we're moving on to Gemini. Oh, no, I lie. We're not going that way, we're going the other way. Let's move on to Leo. All right, so Leo, what is coming in for you? Okay, Leo, let's just tap that out. Okay, Leo, you've got a little card here and it says, great worry over nothing, Leo. Okay, now you aren't usually a worrisome sign, but perhaps there is something in your life that is coming through for you right now that is causing you a little bit of doubt in yourself, perhaps, and perhaps some functions around you are not working very well and you're worried about them, which is quite understandable. We do have things in our life that we worry about. So let us see, what is something that you need to put to rest right now, and what is something you need to move on? Leo, what does Leo need to rest right now? What does Leo need to move on? Okay, so to rest, you need to manage yourself better. You need to put boundaries up, and that is where your worry will actually stop, because when you're putting boundaries up, you're not worried about what other people think about you. you are only living for your management of your life, and then what you need to put into movement. Oh, you literally got the movement card. So there we go. So Leo, what it's saying to you here is that the things that you worry about, sometimes you look back at a week, a month, a year, are you still thinking about those things that are happening in your life? Definitely not, because they are just little trivial things. So all these little ones coming at you are incidences in life and attitudes and perhaps even words or situations. But you standing there on higher ground saying, I'm not going to let this affect me. Look at you there. Okay, Leo, that's your advice there. And what you need to move on is way past that, because your focus is forward. Make that choice now in the middle of July to move straight past that, because that is where you'll be focusing. And that's where you find your future, not in what people have been saying and what they've done to you in the past. Okay, Leo. And also, Leo, there is that side of you that needs recognition for what you go through in life. But you'll find it. Look there, the Chariot is saying to you, changes will bring you the glory. The glory is in front of you, not behind you. All right, Leo, what abundance card have you got? And you got sanctity. Right, let's see what that says. It says, through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. Oh, that is interesting, hey? So it is telling you that this, what you're worried about, is actually going to teach you how you can be comfortable with yourself and at peace with yourself. Whatever you're going through right now, Leo, just try and put your mind into the fact that this is teaching you something and giving you tools in order to move forward, in order for you to focus on something different. So whatever comes to your mind, trust what you feel and use that as a stepping stone into the next section of your life, because that is where you find your peace inside of you. Then you've got hearing inner guidance. Now, this is so interesting. So in this space, you don't have sanctity. There's no ways that you can solve any problems when you're worried about other people and how you're trying to manage yourself and put boundaries up and tell people not to cross that line. This is saying to you, when you focus on your way forward, that'll fall away, and hearing inner guidance comes in that space. My intuition flows wherever I am still. You see your message here? Still yourself. Focus forward. These situations here are not relevant for you, Leo. Move on very fast, because the Chariot card is the 7th card of the major arcana. It's focusing forward. Do not worry about what's happening in your life. It's just temporary. All right, Leo. Next one is Virgo. Let's see what it has for Virgo here today. Tap that out. Virgo, what is coming up for you? Okay, Virgo. I'm going to take this one. And it says, new job or career. Now that is very, very specified for specific Virgos. If you're wanting a new job, go for it. Because what's waiting for you here is the pin of your, sitting on a cushion for you, saying you have got the ability to prick that hole and insert your new job or career into that gap in your life. I'm actually going to take another one for you, because that's only specific people. We got great happiness. Isn't that awesome? So you've got 2 beautiful cards here for you. Can you see them? Let's push them over a little bit. Okay, done. Right, so Virgo, so let's see what you need to put to rest right now and what you need to move on. Virgo, what does Virgo need to put to rest, and what does Virgo need to move on? I love that little pin analogy. It's such a sweet little card. Pin prick. You pop the balloon of what you want. You know how sometimes when you go to a fair and you've got all these balloons everywhere, and you can shoot the one and you get a prize out of it. There you go. Your prize is a great new way forward for yourself. So Virgo, what needs to be put to rest and what needs to be moved on? So put to rest, Ace of Cups, and moved on, the Lovers. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this here is bringing you to a love reading. So those of you out there who are perhaps finding a little bit of choices around love a bit difficult right now, those Virgos out there who are perhaps looking for love because your life could be a little bit loveless at the moment, and this card is saying to you, put it to rest. Understand that what's meant for you will come. And this is an abundance card, because the universe is giving you the love back. So you're exactly where you're meant to be right now, Virgo, because you've got great happiness coming. So allow it. Don't fight anybody around you for love. If somebody doesn't want to give you love, just let them. It's not your place in life to follow after somebody that doesn't want to give you something. You will find it elsewhere. And the Lovers card, and what you need to move on, is that choice of that. So this Lovers card in this deck, you've got a beautiful goddess having this man over her, showing her how amazing she is. But what she's doing is being very independent. She's choosing to feel love in a way that he doesn't dictate it to her. So that is the message I'm getting for you. That's channeling through for you, Virgo. So whoever's around you at the moment that might be putting you into a zone of, sorry, this is not very well moving. They're putting you into a zone of perhaps, I'm trying to think of a word to use this, perhaps boxing you into a place that you're supposed to be, because this is putting it to rest, the actual Lovers, the actual Ace of Cups. So perhaps the person is boxing you into an expectation they want you to be in. And Spirit is saying to you, no, you need to be free. You need to move on. Don't put expectations into love. Be who you are in love. And if it's not about love, let's say you Virgos here who aren't looking for a new job, your great happiness comes from your choices. It comes from your choices of moving on from expectations, right? And you've got self-love. You can't make this stuff up, Virgo. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. Now, I was feeling this here and I thought, oh, I better not take it there. But that man, that Roman soldier that's looking over yourself, is the other part of you, is the stronger part of you. So you've got a masculine and feminine part of you. Every one of us have that. And this here is saying, in order to be whole, to make the choice, is don't rely on others to make you fulfilled. Don't rely, so rest that thought. And the self-love is big. The self-love is coming into you saying, go back within yourself. And we are in Mercury retrograde now at the moment, and Saturn retrograde. And both of those are making us regress back into ourselves and find what's important with us and restructure our bones, our temple that we live in. We are the most important thing. We cannot love others until we have that self-love. Right, Virgo. And you know, sometimes in relationships, people do strip that from you. You don't feel very lovable, or you feel that you are, sometimes a toxic relationship can do that to you, where you don't feel like you are part of being loved, put it that way. And that is when you go back to yourself and know beyond any measure of doubt that you are amazing, and nobody out there can strip that from you. And you've got resolving anger. Wow. Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. So this is specifically for anybody that's going through a hard time in their relationships, that it's not good to scream and shout about everything else outside of you. Go back within, because this is about you making the choice to find the love inside of you first. And that person, if they don't love you, they can move on. You can't force that. And that conflict is not good for you being in that healthy spaces of anger all the time is definitely not good for you. So move on from that and get to a space within yourself. Those two cards are telling you. Right, Virgo, it's a very specific message there, but great happiness is coming in this. So hopefully you take the words that have come to you. Right, Virgo. Next one. It is Libra. All right, Libra. Let's get you in here, Libra. Okay, Libra, so what I'm doing now is I'm pulling a tea leaf card for you. And I want to take this one. That one there. And it says ladder, climbing towards success. Let's put those back. And I'm actually going to make those neater again because they're all moving. So let's make those neater. Okay, Libra, it says climbing towards success. So whatever you're doing in your life right now, Spirit is saying to you, you are putting the right moves in. You're moving into the right direction. So I like that for you, Libra. So let's see what's coming up for you. The first card is, what do you need to rest in your life, Libra? Next 2 weeks of July. What do you need to rest and what do you need to move on? So Libra, what is coming up for you? What do you need to rest and what do you need to move on? Rest. Move on. Let's just keep that there just in case I need it. So what do you need to rest? Oh, you need to rest in your home. You need to rest in your, sorry, the message is coming through. So this card usually means a beautiful, happy home. You've got all your emotional happiness you need. And this is saying to you, please stop looking for that. Just start looking around you, and your emotional happiness is literally in your rest. So find that where you are, and then what you need to move on is the Four of Cups. Oh wow, okay. So Libra, this is saying to you, I'm sorry Libra, but this is saying to you, you need to be a little bit more grateful for what is in your life. This is a card usually of a person feeling very bored. So what you need to move on is that when you are grateful for what is around you, what you rest in and what you find absolutely nourishing and fulfilling around you, you will notice what needs to be coming in, because there is something that wants to come in for you. You've got an offer waiting for you, but you're a little bit bored with where you are and what you're doing. So anything in your life right now, you are climbing towards success, but you need to be a little bit more grateful for what's around you, the surroundings that you're in. And if you are very much grateful for that, dig deeper. There is more around you, all the relationships around you, all the material happiness, the home that you're in. If you're in a job, look at the benefits of the job. Look at the value that it's adding to your life. And when you're in that space, what you need to move on is you will be able to create a void instead of wanting. It's almost like you are looking for things that are wrong for you. And when you sit and just relax and enjoy the 3 cups that are in front of you, enjoy whatever surrounding you, the bees, the birds, the joy around you, and perhaps recalibrate what you're looking for emotionally, that's when you need to move on whatever the offer is coming in. And the universe is saying to you, it's there, it's waiting for you. There it is. It's coming towards you. All right, what is your divine abundance message, Libra? What is your divine abundance message? And you've got deepening. You've got a lovely little kitty cat here, and it says, once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. Sure, this is very deep. So what this is saying to you is that please stop rushing after things that you think you need in life. What you've got is just being at peace with yourself. What you've got is just being at peace with what the world has to offer you. Isn't that amazing? Wow, Libra. Right, and then your last little, whoopsie, mantra cards. What is Libra's mantra card today? I see this lilac one here. I like that. And it says, overcoming fear. Now, I understand that in your message, because when you are in a lifetime where you're thinking, oh, I'm wasting time here. What am I actually doing in my life? That can become very fearful for you. So it says here, I will transcend every loss. So if you feel right now that you are in the space of wasting your life or losing time, no. This is where you are deepening. This is where you are learning what to be grateful for around you, Libra. And you are climbing the ladder to success. All right. Interesting. Okay, next one, Scorpio. Little Scorpios, what have I got for you? All right, Scorpio, let's put that back and that back. See, I use this little crystal here as where I can put my cards up to. All right, Scorpio. What is calling me? That one is calling me. And it says, you will receive a gift. Oh, that's interesting. I'm actually going to take the other one as well, Scorpio. What does that say for you? It says, money will be coming to you. So I always laugh at that one, because if you're in a job, of course you're going to get money coming to you. But, let's not be cynical here, Libra. Scorpio, you're going to receive a gift. And that gift, it's got a box here. Oh, and look, it's got little elephants on it. I've got a bestie that's a Scorpio, and she loves elephants. So that must be a message for her. So let's see what the gift is coming for you. And my 2 cards I'm drawing today. The first card is what do you need to rest at the moment? And then the second card is what do you need to move on? So Scorpio, what is coming in for rest for you? And what is coming in as moving on? Oh, interesting. Hierophant is rest, and 10 of Cups is happening. Okay, it's moving on to. So the Hierophant is usually a card that's a 5th card of the Major Arcana, with Major Arcana being a life lesson. And what you need to rest perhaps is, okay, let me first of all break the card down for you. Everything externally, spiritually, is the Hierophant. It's about a mentor that can guide you along the spiritual journey. And the mentor usually is either a Buddha or a deity that you, whatever your religion associates with, or it can be something within yourself that you are searching spiritually, outside of yourself, not within. And this is the guidance that you get for it. But it also means traditional ways. So there can be a traditional way of being in life spiritually. And this is a commitment card as well. So you are asking to rest your commitment to your spiritual side and believe that you are, and maybe you are trying so hard to connect. Maybe you are trying so hard to be in a space of, what am I doing spiritually right? I can't speak to my angels. I don't feel like I can speak to my angels. I feel like I need to dig deeper. But Spirit is saying to you, just rest about that. Just allow it. Just open yourself up and allow it, because they're always there. It's not like you have to work hard. And I think with this, you receive a gift. I think to me, that could be the gift that's coming in for you, because what you need to move on is know that you are absolutely surrounded by happiness. Everything in your life is abundantly yours. And I think this is what this money is coming to you, is about the abundance that you can receive in life is there waiting for you. It's almost like there is the gift. The gift is life. The gift is actually just living your life. So don't try too hard. Perhaps not try to take it back to traditions all the time. Just be who you are, Scorpio. I think that's what this message is today. And then we've got some abundance, divine abundance cards coming through here for Scorpio. Oh, that one wanted to come out. I'm going to use that one. And it says, right action. I can't even say that. Phregraphia literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. Now, I think that fits in exactly what I was trying to say to you. Just allow. Just allow things to come and go in your life. Don't try too hard, Scorpio. I think maybe that's what your whole message is today, is that this gift that's coming in is going to be that release of, damn it, I'm doing everything I can in life and nothing is working out for me. And what the saying is that move on to that. Believe that it is. Believe that everything is working out for you, because that's the right action to take. And then, when you believe you're abundant, when you believe you are worthy, that's when everything just comes your way. Okay, what have you got here? Overcoming fear. I will transcend every loss. That was actually a previous card, so I'm going to draw another one for you. But, that can be very fearful, to be in a situation in your life where you feel like nothing is going right for you and everything is going in the wrong way, and you're trying so hard, but you can't get to where you want to in life. It's just saying simplify your life and you will see the abundance around you, because this is what it's saying is, I will transcend every loss. Perhaps when you're in that state, Scorpio, you might be feeling that everything is going wrong for me. And you know what will happen? That perpetuates. So this is just saying, please get back into the zone of believing and just taking it back to the simple part of life. Take a breath, Scorpio. What is your second one? Befriending pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limited beliefs are healed. There you go. Sure, that actually is very, very interesting, because that's exactly what this is saying in a roundabout way, that the gift for you in life is to know that, yes, everybody's going through hard times. Everybody has lessons they have to learn. Make friends with that. Don't fight it. It's happening anyway. Rather find the good in your life and make it more simple instead of being way too deep. Sure. Okay, Scorpio, of course your message was deep. Of course it was. Because letting fear into your life and allowing fear to rule you is not what you want. It's not healthy. So take the right action today. And then just allow. This card is just saying, just allow. And befriend your pain. Because when that discomfort happens, life becomes your friend. Like there is going to be discomfort, but it's not permanent. There are things in your day that take away from that. So enough lecturing now, Scorpio. I'm going on to Sagittarius. All right, Saggy, this one's calling me here for you. What does that say? It says great passion. Oh, Saggy. That's what you like to do in life. Everything. A goal-orientated person. Of course you are. So, Saggies, you are usually one that lives life very passionately, okay? Being a fire sign, your whole being is around taking chances and enjoying life and being optimistic, and whatever you want to aim your arrow at usually hits the target. So this great passion can also be in a relationship. It can also be just a passion for life. It can also be the beliefs that you have in life. So I'm going to draw first card, Sagittarius. 1, what should you rest right now? And number 2, what should you put your goals into? What should you be moving forward with? So card 1, the Star. Oh, my favorite card in the deck. Those who know me. So the Star, Sagittarius, is saying to you, just relax. Just relax in your connection into life. Everything is exactly how it's meant to be. This connection that you have in life needs to just be believed, because if you do not believe that you have that connection, if you doubt that, and if you have sort of worries in your mind that, oh, you know, I'm not doing the right thing, or I'm doing it the wrong way, they're saying to you, no, your passion, Spirit is saying to you, your passion, however way you approach life, that's the way you're supposed to be doing it. And just connect back with yourself again, because the Star card is all about that connection with yourself, the connection that you have with your higher self as well, with your guides, with your spirit guides. And they might be coming through with a message. So rest in that, so you can get the message going forward, because that could be a goal that you need to be attaining right now. And you've got another major arcana. Wow. And you've got the Strength card. And the Strength card is usually about facing your fears, facing that beast that comes along, that niggles you, that says to you, no, you can't do something. So that great passion that you've got coming through here, and this goal-orientated, believe in yourself, just carry on doing it, because this Strength card is saying to you, you have got what it takes. It's literally your card. I know it's Leo's card, but the fire inside this woman, inside this the passion that you have inside of you is literally this card. So whatever is holding you back in fear, please just face it as part of your journey, and you need to believe that you are exactly where you're meant to be. All right, Saggies, let's get you a little abundance card. This is only for the next 2 weeks of your life, but these both being major arcanas is almost a life lesson as well for you, Sagittarius. All right, let's see what your divine abundance card is. And you have grounded. Exactly. Now, being a fire sign, this passion and the goals always in your life could seem like you're always on the go and you're always trying to get somewhere, and that could be also very fearful for you because you're not reaching your goals. But this grounded is saying many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. So your message feels like you need to ask to go, whew. Yes, you've got things that you need to do in your day. Yes, people around you stop. Maybe you're getting a phone call and you're in the middle of doing something that you're passionate about. Just take a breath. Everything is exactly how it's meant to be. And just live your life. Live your life and stop letting fear get in the way of all your passions. Saggies, all right, what is your mantra for the next 2 weeks? I'm going to draw you a passionate one. And it says, honoring adversity. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. How interesting is that? So this passion, okay, definitely take it down. So you know when you've lit something and you can't see where the fire is because the fire is just everywhere. And then once the fire dissipates, there is the path. There is it all boils down to that ground level. I think this is exactly your message today. Get back down to that burnt path where you can stop, smell the roses, and then carry on walking. And that's where you find yourself, I think. I think in that space, you take that breath. You know when you're breathing and you go, and there's a little space between that and your exhale. That's the space you need to find, Sagittarius. Okay, for the next 2 weeks. I love that for you. That is absolutely divine. Right, Capricorn is next. Right, Cappies. Let's see what's coming through for you. Okay, Cappy, I'm actually going to realign these and do them again. So I wanted to take one over here for you, Caps. And you've got obstacles to overcome. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So every person in our lives, every day in our lives, every person in our lives, everybody we encounter, everything we do in life is something that we need to learn. The obstacles, the mountains. So every day it cannot be glorious for us, but the obstacles are there for you to learn from, to overcome. And a Capricorn, I know that you don't want to hear that, but as a very logical sign and a very hardworking sign, there's nothing wrong with that. You can work very hard and always overcome them, and just believe it, because it's saying they're there to overcome. You will overcome them. So, Capricorn, what is the one thing that you need to put to rest right now? That's there. And what is one thing that you need to move on? And there it is there. So, I'm going to take the first card, and it says, of course, 5 of Cups. Now, this is exactly what this card is saying to you. There are things in your life that will disappoint you, big time, okay? There are things in your life that are very heartbreaking. And anybody who's listening to that, We have these birds in South Africa that sound like babies crying. That's not a baby crying. That's a bird. But this 5 of coins, what you need to put to rest is the disappointment that you think you are or that you have every day of your life. Turn around and actually see what you have done. Look at all the work that you've put into life. Look at those beautiful fruit, those beautiful trees, and those glorious, shining miracles that you're making happen. Please stop looking at the heartbreak and the spilt milk, because that is not adding value to your life, okay? Yes, there are obstacles, but you have got all this behind you that you've put so much work into. So that is your putting to rest right now. And then moving forward, you've got the Major card, Justice card. Of course you did, because the Justice card is saying what you put into life, you get out. Those are the scales of justice. That is fair. So if you're putting in disappointment and heartache and obstacles, that's what you're going to get out. So stop repeating those patterns, Capricorn. I'm giving you a scolding now. The Justice card is saying to you, please change your what's the word I want to use? Your vocabulary around what you're doing in life. They're not obstacles. They are just opportunities. Correct? Right, Capricorn, what is your Divine Abundance card? And you've got right now. Beautiful purple card, and it says, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead in the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. Let me take a deep breath. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled in each moment. Now, isn't that just exactly what this is saying to you? Stop worrying about what the future will bring. Stop worrying about the obstacles that are coming up in your life. You will handle them. You've got to where you are right now because you've handled them, and you've got beautiful rewards showing for that. Don't look at the things that went wrong, because this karma card and this Justice card is saying to you, balance that out. Know the truth. Be logical about it. You need to reassess what you're doing right now, because everything that you're doing is creating the person that you are, and you're going through it so that you can have tools, hands-on tools, to create your path for the next step in your life. But don't worry too far in the future, because you'll lose today. And that is what is coming up for nearly every single person today, is that we need to enjoy what's happening right now in our lives. Don't be crying over spilt milk and missing out on today, missing out on the beautiful blossoms around you right now. It's a very big message for all of us. We've got Mercury in retrograde at the moment and Saturn in retrograde. And Saturn is your ruling planet, Capricorn. And that's saying to you, please, everything that you are wanting to be in order, unfortunately, obstacles need to be overcome in life. So take them as lollipops, eat them how you want to, and just, what's that word? I'm trying to think of that advert. Take them as temporary obstacles. That's what I wanted to say. And here you've got creating cooperation as your mantra. More gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. Now you see that. This is coming in for you. So when you have a bigger picture in your life, and you're so worried about everything and about the future and about how you're going to earn money and how you're going to solve that relationship problem and how you're going to solve all the world problems, and you go to work every day and work so hard, because that's what you do, Capricorn, it becomes too much. And when you delegate, and you delegate all those worries and when I'm saying delegate to another day, concentrate on today's day, that is where you know that you have a role to play in that specific day. And obstacles have a role to play. So more gets accomplished when you realize that the bigger picture is not your problem right now. Right now is where you need to be staying, in that present moment. So Capricorn, please pull yourself together in that moment right now and enjoy your life. No more of this nonsense of worrying about what's happening tomorrow. You do not know what's happening tomorrow. Oh, and you've got the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. And the Hermit also says to you, please take time. Just take some time with yourself and just absolutely enjoy your life, instead of wasting it away and worrying about what may not even happen. Okay, Capricorn, Aquarius, let's do one here. You've got recognition, reward for merit. Oh, Aquarius, that is very much what you like to have in life. Recognition, reward for merit. So whatever you're doing in life, keep doing it. That's what this is saying to you. Spirit is saying to you, you know what, your efforts that you're putting into life, you are being recognized somewhere, even if you don't think you are. And if you're a dad out there or a mom out there and you're feeling that you just don't feel like your rewards are there in life, they're saying, Spirit is saying to you, you don't realize the impact that you're having on life. What a lovely message for you, Aquarius. So your first card, Aquarius, is what you need to rest right now, and your second card is what you need to move on. Let's see what's coming up for you. What do you need to rest on right now? And you've got the Ace of Swords. That's your overthinking, right? And this Ace of Swords is also, what it means usually is that you have this new opportunity and you have this amazing new mind structure that's coming up, and it's a new way of doing things where you can have a plan. So everything is written in the stars, and this is an offering coming in from God to say to you, you've got a new opportunity coming along, but you need to rest that right now, because what you're doing is good enough. That's what Spirit is saying to you. Just rest your mind for a bit. And when you sleep at night, let your mind go, you know what, I'm actually doing what I can. I'm actually doing damn well. And your second card is, there you go. You need to wait for something to come in. You've put the plans in place. This is a crossroads. Usually the Two of Wands is saying to you is that you've got to a crossroads in life. Life will show itself to you. So when you've done this resting, and the rest of the 2 weeks of July, this is what's going to happen for you. Life will present itself to you. And you could be traveling, you could be moving location, but whatever happens is just trust that it'll come to you. All right, don't worry about that, Aquarius. Just want to see it's in the bottom of the deck. You see what you're carrying. It's exactly what it is. You're worrying about your path. You're so worried about everything around you. And what Spirit is saying to you, please don't. Please put your mind to rest right now, because your path will show itself. Whatever you've put into life will show itself to you. Okay. So you can make choices when the path comes to you. It's also a choice card. But right now, just rest your mind for that, because the choices will be revealed to you. Okay. So just for the next 2 weeks of July, let's see what's coming in for Aquarius. What's coming in for Aquarius from the Divine Abundance deck? Let's take that one. And you've got ease. I love it when these cards all match up. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. Right. And that's exactly what the second card is saying to you. That it will come. Believe it. 100% believe it. Okay. Say this to yourself as well. It's easy for me to receive. And this is Lakshmi. Looks like it's Lakshmi. She is the goddess of abundance. The Hindu god of abundance. Look how beautiful she is, just living there and receiving everything she needs to, because she believes it. So don't overthink everything. Don't worry about it. It's coming for you. Recognition, reward, and merit is coming your way. What you've put out there in the world, Aquarius, is definitely going to be, you're going to be sowing those seeds. So don't stress about it. Okay, just live your life and be kind and be the amazing person that you are. Okay, let's take this blue one for you. And we have anchoring the light. The light is always within me. Do you believe that right now? Probably not. But Spirit is bringing you straight down to say, anchor your light, because the light is within you. And you deserve all of this. Everything that's here for you deserve, Aquarius. Oh, nice message for you, Aquarius. Right, let's put that away. Let's put that away. And then we're going to go on to Pisces. All right, Pisces. What is your message here? This one's calling me. Pisces. Time to get out of a situation. Oh, that's interesting. So you've got spilt water here. And what this is saying to you, Pisces, is that you're putting too much into this bucket. And look what happens. It's not gonna yield like you think it's going to yield for you. Let's take another one for you, Pisces. I'm going to take that one. Crib. Birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. You see, so what it's saying here is that when you realize that your energy is going into the wrong place, right? Wherever you're putting your energy right now, and this could be, it could be a job that you've been in for years, and you really should be thinking of moving out of that, or it could be a relationship or a friendship or the community that you're putting your life into. Perhaps people are using you. Perhaps people are toxic around you, and what they're saying to you is once you do that. Once you realize, because sometimes you know what happens, and I know because I'm a Pisces, you put so much into people, you invest so much in something that you don't want to just give it up. But what this is saying to you is that when you do that, it's almost like you'll be pregnant with another source in your life. Income, friends, situations, circles, community, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So you're allowing the universe to bring you something new when that happens. Very, very interesting, Pisces. All right, so let's see what's coming in here for you. What do you need to rest right now? What do you need to rest? And what do you need to move on? Excuse the dogs barking in the background. I live in a complex where there's dogs that bark about me all the time. Noisy, noisy, noisy in your life, Pisces. There's noise in your life. All right, so what do you need to put to rest right now and what you need to move on for Pisces, please? I'm actually going to cut the deck. And what you need to rest? Oh, wow. So that's so interesting. So you got the Sun card as you need to rest. Now, the Sun card is about success. It's about glory. It's about everything that makes you happy. It's about joy. It's about everything going right for you. And what you need to not worry about is that exact thing that came through for you before. Allow the Sun to come back into your life. Just don't try too hard, Pisces. And what you need to move on, you've got the Queen of Swords. And, oh, this is the first court card that's come through today. Now, the Queen of Swords is telling you that when you know the truth of that, when you know the truth of, you decide for yourself what is bringing you down and what is costing you your peace in life, costing you your joy. That is what you need to move on. As soon as you've had that time out, as soon as you've had or in fact, finding your Sun again, because when you go back to rest, what do you do in rest? You recalibrate yourself. You take time to think about things that you never thought about before. When you're busy, you can't think of joy. So what Spirit is saying to you here, take time to rest. Take time to create voids in your life, and that's when you'll see the truth. And maybe those people will fall away. Maybe their job will fall away. Maybe any toxic situation in your life will fall away. And she is the Queen of Wisdom. She's the Queen of Truth. As you can see, there's a sword of truth there for her. And look what's around her, a holiday of doves of peace. And she's got a faithful little kitty here. And that cat is looking up to her for guidance. And I think when you put yourself in this situation, you will know what guidance is the way forward for you, Pisces. I like that. I really like that, because this Queen of Swords, even though she's not a very feminine nurturing queen, because all the queens are in the tarot are very nurturing. Even though she isn't, she's going to nurture you with the truth, and that's what you need to hear, Pisces, and that's from yourself. I think this is either you or somebody around you will give you the truth. And then your Divine Abundance card, you got Divine Source. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. Now, that's exactly what Spirit is saying to you. As when you take that time out, you will connect also with your spiritual side. And perhaps these doves here are saying to you, and cats are also very spiritual. These doves are saying to you, you will know the truth and you will be able to follow the truth, because Divine Source will be able to get through. So you're not so stressed about pleasing everybody else, or the situation that you're in at the moment, or the life path that you're on right now. It might just be so exhausting for you, Pisces. You're trying to rescue the whole world, but you need to be rescuing yourself. And in that space, you connect deeply with Source. You connect deeply with something higher than yourself. And in that space, you will find the answers. And I love that, because that is where your source is. That is where the deepest needs are met. Phew. This is a very spiritual message for you. Let's see what your mantra is coming in. I love that, because I said I'm a Pisces as well, and I really relate to this, because we have times in our lives when we are wanting to connect and we're wanting to get the answers, and because we overthink everything and we're so emotional as Pisces, we don't think that we're actually part of a spiritual life. Do you know what I mean? So this last card, your mantra says, embodying my soul. Oh, wow. I have a right to be excited. Now, this definitely fits in with what I felt right in the beginning. It was a very sad pull for me. It was a place in your life, Pisces, perhaps where you're feeling that you're not making a difference, and perhaps you are not joyful, and you perhaps are, my ears are ringing so loud now, so I feel that Spirit is giving you this message, Pisces, because there's an underlying sadness to this reading. And the truth of it is that you are an amazing, amazing being. You have the right to be excited about your life. And Source wants you to know that. Source wants you to know that you are meant to be here. You are meant to be helping people and being there for others, and telling people the truth about Source, or telling the people the truth about just nurturing, because Pisces are very nurturing people. So the channeled message that's coming through for you is just take the time out, connect with your joy again. You'll find the truth in that, and you can pass that on to others. Okay, not the way that you are doing at the moment. It feels like you could be feeling a little bit victim-y. You could be feeling like you're taken advantage of. And in that space, that is when you have this new enterprise of who you are. and where you're meant to be in life. Wow, Pisces, interesting. Okay, next one is Aries. Right, Aries, what's coming through for you? And we have Aries. Let's take one from the middle here for you. Aries, we have bird flying, news is on its way. Ooh, what news is that? Birds are always news, yes, definitely. And then we have another one here. I need to do another one. It says Vine, seek out information that will help you. So this is telling me, Aries, I just want to make these neater quickly while I'm talking to you. This is telling me that somewhere along the grapevine, somebody's going to come bring you some information that you didn't realize, and it's going to change your life. That is exactly what this is saying to me, because seek out information that will help you. So whatever's out there. So this is something that you need to research. Just you're going to find something very interesting out about life and about what you need to be doing next in your life. Perhaps you've been doing a lot of research about what you need to what jobs you need to go, and or what course you need to teach, or what hobby you need to take up, or perhaps you're even on a site for looking for love. Good news is on the way, Aries, because you are going to find that information either online or through a text message or through a YouTube video. Sorry, there was the wheel of my chair giving you some information there. Right, Aries, what is something that you should put to rest right now, and what is something that you should be going ahead with? So, whoopsie. Oh my gosh. Let's just quickly put those. That's the second time now. The first cards went flying as well from here. So you know what it's telling me? Slow down, Tracy. Slow down, because everything will come to you. Aries, everything will come to you. All right, Aries, what is something that you need to put to rest right now, and something that you need to move on? Okay, rest. Oh, okay. So this is telling me that you are feeling a little bit uneasy about life, okay? And because it's a pentacle, it's about your material life. It's about how you're going to be earning money. It's perhaps how you are functioning in your material life. Is I don't know what step next to take. I don't know what to do next. And because you're a fire sign, you are so passionate about life. You're wanting to always do something that's viable for you, that wants to make your value at the end of the day. And what this is saying is that perhaps right now you need to put that to rest about how you're going to do it. This Five of Pentacles is saying, please know that it'll come to you. Just be patient. Life is just happening around you right now. You might be in a bit of a slump, but it's not forever. So that's what you need to put to rest right now. And what you need to move on, you've got the Six of Pentacles, which is the very next card. So I'm going to take another one, and I'm going to do the bottom of the deck. And you've got the Ace of Cups. Now the Six of Pentacles, you can see here, he's now counting his money. But what he's doing is he's actually helping others around him as well. But this is also maybe saying to you, perhaps the reason why you're in this state is because you're helping too many people and not seeing to what your goals are. That's so interesting. And this is what the Ace of Cups is saying to you at the bottom of the deck, is saying to you, Aries, perhaps you need to see what makes your love come to, what's the word I'm looking for? What makes you happy in life, because the world has got this to offer you. Universe has got this to offer you. The bottom of the deck is saying to you that this is now your whole reading. It's about this. It's about what you love in life. So what are you doing, Aries, that you're always about everybody else and not about yourself? And what this is saying is the news is on the way. And because of this video that's coming to you now, saying to you that you will find information now, because now this is going to put a spark in you to say, you know what, actually, my whole life is about everybody else, and it's not really bringing me the money that I need. It's not sustaining me the way I need. And what I can do going forward to make myself have a more joyful, loving way forward is to find out where I can pull back on what I'm giving too much of, and where I can put my resources into something else, because universe is saying it's waiting here for you. This is what you need to move on. And if you look at these fish also represent abundance in life, and her are looking over your holy grail cup there, saying to you, it's waiting. There it is. News is on the way. When you look for information, when you look for something that means more to you than what you're doing right now, you'll find that. Interesting, Aries. Little quick message there for you. I'm just going to put those over there so I can put the next card here. And your next card is from the Divine Abundance deck. Let's see what's coming through for you, Aries. What wants to come through for you, Aries, for the next 2 weeks? Let me take that one. Receiving. Oh, wow. Every day it becomes easy to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Now, this goes right in with your Six of Pentacles. You are not receiving enough. Aries, that is what Spirit is saying to you. You're giving away too much in life. There has to be balance. And you have got this whole Ace of Cups coming to you. And that's what Spirit wants you to receive. It's waiting for you. And this is the good news that's on its way. So perhaps you're blocking it by always wanting to be there for everybody else and always wanting to make it right for everybody else in life. But every day it becomes easy to receive. So what Spirit is saying to you, say this to yourself. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan, to trust in my inner guidance. Now, if you're clicking with this and saying to yourself, flippin' hell, I need to find something in my life for me only. And perhaps that's the balance that you need. Just a little bit of a hobby for yourself or a little bit of downtime for you. And if you're panicking about earning the money and having to work so hard and not actually giving yourself some downtime, you're not creating that gap that needs to come in for you. So somewhere along the way, Aries, you are going to have some kind of news and information that will help you when you take your hobby up. Perhaps it'll turn into a money-making situation for you, Aries. So let's have a look to see what your mantra is to help you for the rest of the month. Let's take that one. And I also wanted to take that one. You've got allow appreciation. The value of my life increases each time I appreciate everything in it. Okay. And the second one is transform tragedy. Oh, loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. You keep getting this receiving. So, I feel that this Five of Pentacles, the way that you probably feel that it is a tragedy for you right now to not be at your optimum of getting back from life. And yes, giving is amazing. Giving is wonderful. But Spirit is giving you this big balance, big scale here, saying to you, balance that out. Because they have got something to send you. Here, it's on the way. Seek out information that will help you. It's on its way. You cannot only be about the giving. And there's nothing wrong with giving, I know that. But you've really been told now you have to receive. So Aries, whatever resonates for you here, whatever you have not been receiving or not allowing to receive, please, Spirit is saying to you, you need that balance. You need that balance. Right. Interesting. Okay. Next is, after Aries, is Taurus. I've got Taurus and then I've got Gemini and we're done. All right. Okay, Taurus, where is yours? Let's take that one there. Taurus, Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Okay, that's interesting. Taurus, let me just shuffle my cards neater on the side. So what does that mean for you? When you listen to that message there, what does that say to you? Use your intuition, excuse me, to make beneficial changes. So anything in your life that is not resonating with you right now. Now, unicorns are always a symbol of good luck and mystical, beautiful things happening in your life. So what about your life is not beneficial? This is what you need to be doing. You need to use your intuition in that. So whatever came to your mind there, whatever, if it went towards a hobby or people or a job, or perhaps you're lonely and you need a bit of love in your life, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Perhaps join a walking club. Perhaps, joining a gym is fine, but it's a very single energy when you go to a gym. Going to a walking club or some kind of a social situation where you meet other people and interact with them. Perhaps that's what you need to be doing to find love. Right, Aries, not Aries, where we are now. Taurus. Right, Taurus. Let us see what is next for you. I like to shuffle as I talk, and we are drawing in the first card, which is what do you need to put to rest right now? What needs to rest right now? And your second card is what you need to move on. What do you need to rest and what do you need to move on, Aries? Okay, what you need to rest and what do you need to move on? What, Aries? Sorry, Taurus. Taurus. What does Taurus need to rest right now and what does Taurus need to move on? Okay. Rest. 8 of Pentacles. Now this is telling me everybody out there that are Taurus, you're working too hard. And this came up in here, was saying, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Now, 8 of Pentacles is about the hard work, about grafting and putting in everything that you know that is your talent. But it's saying to you, you need to rest that a bit. Perhaps you are not balancing your life out. This is, I guess maybe that's why Aries kept coming up in our shuffling. Aries' message was about balance. Your message today is to say, put yourself in a bit of pleasure zone for a while. You're a little bit too much in the work zone. Oh yes, and your go card, your move card, your go ahead card is your intuition. And there's your intuition again. And this card is saying to you, Taurus, is that you know exactly what this is. Okay? You know exactly what has come up for you here. Whatever it resonated for you here, trust what you got, because you know it. The intuition card is saying you knew it. You knew before this message came through that you were going to get scolded about doing too much in one part of your life. But you need to move on this intuition now, and you need to know that you got a high priestess card, which is a major arcana. And a major arcana card is change of life. You need to change your life. So you need to do what balances you out, what resonates with you. And we are in a crescent moon at the moment. We've just had a full moon. So would it be, yes, it's a crescent moon now. So please, Taurus, your message here today is know that your path is going exactly how it should, but you need to take time to rest in order for things to come in for you, because you can't create a gap if you're working the whole time and being so diligent in what you need to show the world. You can relax a bit. You can relax. Okay, so that is the balance that is coming through for you for the next 2 weeks. And then your Divine Abundance card, Taurus. What is divine abundance energy coming through for Taurus? What is Taurus's divine? You've got lots of them jumping, Taurus. Let's take that one. And it is extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, you're not showing yourself out there. You've got a peacock and you've got a unicorn. And you've got the High Priestess saying to you, you are beautiful. You're a goddess. Even if you're a male, you're still beautiful. You're still absolutely meant to be out there and showing who you are. Rest the part of you that needs recognition. Rest the part of you that needs rewards. And show the part of you that just wants to live. Just wants to have fun. Okay? And that is what deserves to be honored right now. Okay? It's not all about the grind. And because you're an earthly sign, that's all you do. You're so conscious of being balanced and grounded and stable. All right, Taurus, what is your mantra for the next 2 weeks of July? Let's take that one. And you've got embracing worthiness. Thank you. And this card here is all about the worthiness. Embracing worthiness. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. So you've got 2 cards here saying to you that you need to feel this extraordinariness. You need to feel this amazing goddess, God energy that you have, and you need to just rest a while. And you know what? Make yourself have these beneficial changes in order to enjoy life a bit more. It seems like I should add the heading here. Why so serious? Why so serious, Taurus? Okay, you're worthy of a bit of fun. You're worthy of a bit of happiness in your life. Now go and find it, okay? All right. The last one we are looking at is Gemini. All right, Gemini. Right. The last one. Gemini, what is your card coming? I'm going to take that one there. And you've got Dolphin. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Okay, so Gemini, whatever you've been doing, this is actually beautiful, because this is telling me that whatever you've been doing, what work you've been doing with spiritually, mentally, physically in your life, you're going to have rewards in your tangible life. So this dolphin is saying, no, dolphins are about fun. So financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So well done. Whatever you've been putting your energy into is going to pay off for you. Wonderful, Gemini. And I hopefully it's something you resonate with, because it's a dolphin, and dolphins are about the joy. Dolphins are about enjoying life. And they are in the sea. They enjoy the simple things in life. They enjoy the waves. They enjoy each other. They live in schools of pods that absolutely have fun all day, every day. That's what they do. Right, so let's take that energy and put it into your tarot reading. And your first card is going to be what you need to put to rest right now, Gemini. What is it that you need to put to rest? And secondly, what is it that you need to move on? What you need to put to rest, Gemini, and what you need to move on. Okay, I'm going to take that card there. What you need to put to rest. Yes. Okay, so without getting all excited, yeah. The King of Swords, right? The King of Swords tells you that he is in a place of logic and it has to happen because that is what it's true, and he is the master of that. So he has got a plan, and he's always in a space of mastering his little whatever he's moving his pawns on, and the king is in charge of that. He's in charge of that logical, practical view of life, and there's no ways that he will ever be wrong. So what Spirit is saying to you now is rest there, please. Rest there. Don't look at everything as logically as you're supposed to. Try and look at life a little bit more strategically in the fun side. So it's not about the mind anymore. And this is now, it's about your balance of that. So put that to rest. Put all of that what you need to be going ahead all the time at. And the King of Swords is also a very what's the word I want to use? He's also quite he's very clever. Okay, so he's very intelligent. So perhaps you've got this brain that keeps to be working all the time and saying, I have to find a way. I have to, I am better than that. I have to, almost like you want to be paranoid in this. And you know what you can do here? You can disconnect yourself from life because your intelligence is like, but I'm clever and I need to be successful. I need to find a way to get out of what I'm getting into. So this wisdom that you've got can be a detriment to you. So what you ask now is to please just calm down. You are confident. You definitely have power in life, but you need to just rest that for a minute. Don't be overbearing in your whole life. You need to be comfortable in this space that you're in right now. Let's see what you have to do moving forward. And you've got the Six of Swords. Now I love that because what it's saying to you is that when you rest, when you take the time out, when you know that you've put so much effort into life, and you take that time out and actually rest and just see the logic in that, you can move away from that same way you've been for years and years and years. And this Six of Swords is usually about leaving all those mindsets and all those pressures you put on yourself and moving to a different shore. So she's moving all of her thoughts and all of her kindness and when I say kindness to herself, to a different place. And when you get to that shore, it is a little bit scary. Of course, you haven't been there before, but you're moving away from an old way of being. And that's what Spirit is saying to you today is they want you to rest and to understand that you can't carry on in this space. So when you've moved away from that, you can be kinder to yourself and you can leave the emotions away. And there, your water is not so rough. There, you don't have to be in this negative state of mind all the time. These are both mind cards. And Gemini, you are an air sign. So that is telling you that you are full of mind. So you need to have that flexibility right now of just giving yourself that rest, because what's happening is whatever you've done in the past is good enough. It's going to carry you forward into your next step in life. It's good enough for you. You're going to find your joy in the next step. And you can see this dolphin is moving forwards. He's not looking back. Right, let's see what your Divine Abundance card is. Divine Abundance Oracle card is for Gemini, please, Angel Spirits Guides. Companionship. Oh, I love that. And you know what I actually feel here? I feel this is very singular energy. This is very lonely energy, to be honest. And this dolphin, as I even mentioned to you in the beginning of your reading, that they live in pods. They need people. And this is very, very lonely energy. So you're moving towards companionship. You're moving towards perhaps letting people come into your life. And you don't have to be alone all the time. And this companionship says, giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. And there again, you've got elephants that live in herds. They're not alone animals. So I think your message today, Gemini, your whole message for the next 2 weeks is just please give yourself a break. It feels like you're being way too hard on yourself. And you need to allow yourself to have a bit of downtime. Liberating love is your mantra. I will allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I am willing to give. So for those Geminis out there that are battling a little bit with life right now, that it feels a little bit straining financially, it feels that you could have bumped up against lots of lessons coming your way with people, with jobs. Perhaps you've been rejected in some way. Please don't give up. Please don't isolate yourself. Take yourself out of that situation. Isolate in a way that you change your mindset, not in a way of cutting people off. Don't disconnect yourself, and move into a place of more. Don't deceive yourself anymore. Don't punish yourself is the word I want to use. This is definitely that kind of a card. It's saying to you, move to smoother waters. And then you've got the companionship. You'll find people. Let me tell you, a lot of people are feeling like you are. A lot of people are feeling very, very lost and lonely right now. And find like-minded people, because that's where you liberate yourself. That is where you receive more from people, because you understand that others are going through the same thing. And I want to, Spirit said to me, look at the bottom of the deck, and there you got the Sun card. And you know what the Sun card is about? What does the sun mean to you? The sun brings joy, the sun brings energy, the sun brings life, and this is where your life is going, Gemini. What a beautiful way to end your reading. So I'm sending you love and hope you find all the joy and success that you want. Okay, lots of love to you. Take care.